NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got it. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now headed the other way to across midfield. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was taken down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
At the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw. Townsend. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Townsend. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Townsend. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
to throw. Townsend. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and 2, Townsend. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down.
deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of first down. They stopped them shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And to give this time to the tailback. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Townsend.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 2nd and 5. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Townsend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our tripleheader here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles who are moving on as they knock off the Green Bay Packers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter, and they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Townsend. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Powers by at the 40. Room to run again. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and then his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Townsend. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Townsend. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off play action.
Townsend.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on first down. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Townsend. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. They have partnered the defense. They were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Townsend. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Townsend. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Townsend. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Townsend. And there's that man again. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Townsend escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Townsend. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 31 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a big loss here as he's taken down. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 30, 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Atlanta defense shifting into high gear as they head back out there now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.